Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm sharing with you the Lexus GS350 F Sport, and this is probably a car that barely anyone has owned or driven in Forza Horizon 3, and it's a car that I really like the look of, so I just had to test it out and see how it performed in this game. And also I figured since nobody probably has this thing, it would be cool to show it off, but it actually has some customization. That's the first thing that I want to share, just because it's nice to actually see some customization options. A lot of cars just have that normal front bumper and spoiler that you see on every car, but nothing unique, nothing to really make the car stand out, and I like both of those front bumpers. The one has the fog lights, but the stock one actually looks a little bit nicer in terms of the grille, and the other option is to remove the spoiler, which, you know, that's not a huge deal, but certain cars don't have an option to remove the stock spoiler, and that kind of bothers me. I feel like you should be able to for every car in this game if it has a stock spoiler, but like I mentioned, this is a beautiful car. I really like the look of it, and I think it sounds pretty good as well. It's not the most amazing sounding car in this game, but I certainly think it sounds better than the Lexus ISF personally, which kind of surprises me. But let's start talking about the performance of this car. Now, it's in the middle of the B class and makes about 300 horsepower, a little bit under that when it comes to torque, about 280, and the car weighs almost 4,000 pounds though, so pretty much 4,000 pounds, very heavy car, and I really didn't realize that it was that heavy, but the launch on this thing is very good. I definitely can say that. It is all-wheel drive, and being how heavy it is, I guess that makes the thing launch very well. Now, in terms of acceleration, the acceleration feels good. It's not super fast, but it doesn't feel sluggish, even though the car's pretty heavy. And the main things, though, the things that are weakened because of that weight, is the braking and also the handling. The braking just really doesn't feel all that great. The distances are definitely pretty long, and the handling is something it takes a little bit of time to get used to. It doesn't turn awfully, but it just kind of delayed a little bit, I guess, and it's certainly not as agile as some other cars, so you're gonna have to get used to the handling because it's not super responsive. But the grip on the car is very good, so that's a good thing. It is all-wheel drive, and although it doesn't even have street tire compound on this thing, the grip is certainly very good, and the top speed is also good, especially for the middle of the B class. It's about 175 or 180, so that's nice, and the car shifts pretty quickly. I mean, it's not super fast, but it doesn't really feel slow, and I also love the gear ratios on this thing. Very long gears, and although the gears are super long, it doesn't make the car feel terribly sluggish. I mean, the thing's just heavy, doesn't make a ton of power, so it is what it is. It's at the middle of the B class, so the thing's not going to feel super fast, but overall I really like the gearing, and I do like this car. I think that it's not the fastest right now, obviously, but I do see some potential in the A class. I don't think that this will be like a top 10 fastest car kind of deal, but I like the car. It feels pretty good overall, and I am going to tweak around with it and tune it when I get the chance, because I think it could be somewhat fun in the A class. But right now you're seeing exactly how I customized mine. I removed the spoiler, I put the front bumper on that had the fog lights, and I also made the wheels 1 inch bigger in diameter, so I think it made it look a lot nicer, but it still is pretty much bone stock, and that's exactly how you're going to see the gameplay. But I really like this thing. I hope other people give it a try, just because I'm almost positive that barely anyone in this game actually uses this car or gave it a chance. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the Lexus GS350, at least what you think of the looks, because I really like the way this thing looks, and it is all-wheel drive, so it is a very nice car. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.